Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Coach David Butler. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I thought we'd take a look at how Mumme's recent foray back into the pro game. He's currently coaching in the spring league with the linemen. And for those that have seen or haven't seen, there's some highlights on YouTube, etc., social media. Not the full game that I could find, but highlights. And from that, there's four observations that I'd love to go through and talk about today. uh, Wrinkles that we can look at, and to be fair, we can all take and use for ourselves, regardless of what offense we run. Uh, watching the highlights, you will see the usual uh, how many air raid staples of stick and shallow and mesh, all those things are there, and those are consistent. This time around, there was a lot more for me, a lot more difference in the, especially early doors, the way they approached it was a lot more pre-snap motion, and there's a lot more motions in general than I've seen from Coach Mumme uh, during the time that I've watched him. And as we know, this is his second foray into the pro game. He spent some time, as I'll say, at the Dallas XFL franchise in 2020. But I've uh, I've got these four clips. We'll talk through them. I enjoyed what was running. I'm sure that we can all use them in our own offenses if we so wish. But we'll take a look at it, and it just shows well how a little bit how Coach Bum is always evolving as well. He's not stuck in his own way of doing things. He likes to evolve and do different stuff. So we'll talk about these things. As I said, there's a lot more motions and shifts than I've seen before. Uh, so I'd like to show you four clips, four observations, shall we say, from the Spring League Week 1. So we'll start with the first clip. As you can see from this one, they're in 2x2. Okay, but we've got our H. He's running the orbit motion. Big fan of orbit motion. I like anything that gets the uh, the defense guessing, and motion into a trip formation is always going to give them problems. So this is the first drive of the game. You can see from the play clock, it's 14:22. So it's the open drive of the game. It's second and short. All they're going to do here is motion that H back behind the QB, behind the running back, and as we call it, orbit motion into a trips look. You can see he comes round. Nice, simple throw of the football and catch. You can see there, if you watch it through again, you can see there that this play is a designed orbit pass play to the H, because the way the receivers block and don't run around, they're looking for work. So obviously you can use this motion and play off of it with other things, but in this case, this is the orbit motion pass to the H back. If you pause it here, you can see that both backs are looking for work, both receivers looking for work. Just take it back a touch. You can see that both receivers are looking for work, and they're not running routes, they're looking to block. A nice simple wrinkle to any offense. If you think about adding emotion, or if you think about adding something fresh for 2021, haven't done before. Lots you can do off of the orbit, and if you get everybody watching the other videos, Coach Ryan Baker does a great job explaining what he does with his orbits, motion, and how he attacks and stuff like that. And it's very, very similar in the way that it works. You can build off of it, but from an opening gambit, we like the idea of motion and trips, and especially getting your playmaker the ball in his hands as fast as possible and converting that second and short. So the receivers looking for work. Both of them, they're not running routes. That this is a designated pass to the H. Nice simple throw. Convert that first down, and a nice simple observation one, shall we say? We want to our second clip. Okay, pause it. This is when, again, it's the first drive. Okay, you can see we've still got that H in orbit motion. Take it all the way back. Okay, you can still we're still in 2x2. We've still got that H back in orbit motion. What I like about this play so much is it literally is a triple option play. Okay, and we'll talk about why it's a triple option play, because our H back is going to go in motion like so. And on the snap, Y is going to run a jet or a reverse, however you want to call it. For me, it will be a jet. Will be a jet or reverse. And at the same time, our running back and our line are going to run an inside zone. So we've got three options that we can play off of this simple motion and pre-snap alignment. So you can see there, we've got the H running the orbit, we've got the running back and the O line running the inside zone, and we've got our Y coming back across the grain. He's going to run, I would call it a jet, but he's going to call it maybe a reverse. Depends on your terminology, depends on what you want to do. But for me, it would be a jet. And it's nice, simple behind the back, handoff. So we don't know which of the three guys have got it. So he still gives us the option to throw to the H. Should we so wish? The H is keeping that guy interested. The running back is keeping the middle backers interested, which means that we got a guy with speed to the outside. Good still block from our lineman there. And then you got a guy with speed, spreading down the outside. Nice and quick. Funny numbers, but that's beside the point. Watch it through again. You'll see again, it's in 2x2. What I will say is that from seeing these in these situations, that both their slots are playing off. It would be a little bit different if I was to run it, but both their slots are off and their X and their 0 on, which makes the two slots interchangeable and movable. Okay, so you can see we've still got that motion, that orbit motion. What I love about this play is you've got the running back running the inside zone, and the wide receiver coming across running the jet the other way. Triple option. Nice mesh there with the running back. Beautiful setup. Behind the back handoff. Huge gain. You see it's still the same. You can see it's still the same drive. That was a third down conversion, and that puts them into the red zone. Looking to try and score. Watch it do one more time before we move on. So you can see, I'll try to get back to that actual motion. You can see that there, our number 9, who from what I saw the highlights, did a lot of motioning early. In that orbit motion again, that's the second time we've run that in this drive. You see the receivers on the other side are running off, trying to create that, get that space for them to attack whichever way they go. And then you got that fast guy just making a chunk of yards and getting you a first and 10 inside the red zone. Okay, a third clip again. So it's the third straight clip. It's the same drive. It's a third straight clip where we've got a guy in motion. This time he's not running the orbit. Okay, he's just going to run the jet. And like I said before, the slots are off currently on this drive. They may change it, but I don't know. But the slots are off, which means that their H and their Y are the guys that move. You can see in this formation, the QB's under center. They got a two-back look, an offset fullback or a second back, and a deep tailback. Okay, and that sets up wrinkles are further down the line. You never know what they're going to do backside of this. You can see in this play that H is going to run a jet. A wonderful turn and handoff from the QB, which I really like. Again, hiding that football so they can't see it. It's not just a shotgun snap. I do like the change up in the mindset, the change up in the way that they're attacking the defense on this drive. It was very refreshing. Hands that ball off, and then you can see if we put that back a touch, but the way this is lined up, okay, is that it is literally going to be, what it's going to come down to is the number 9 receiver versus this apex backer here. It's going to be a 1v1 because he's going to run him off. He's not going to get there. The middle back is trying to crash down on the QB, thinking it might be a QB sneak. So it literally will be number 9 versus that backer. And if I'm an offensive coordinator in this game, I want to back my guys every single time. So you hope that your number 9, your playmaker, can get to the end zone before that apex backer can shut him down. Okay, so watch it through. Really like the handoff. You can see that there's no way that back can get there in time. It's just too quick. I love the handoff there, and you can see now backside. Okay, on that handoff, you got a fullback You've got a fullback coming on the outside to seal this guy here. Now running back, either running a toss or running an option play, depending on whatever they're going to run. But that's backside, so it's an answer to the jet play that we're running. So if they shut down the jet, they got to answer to that jet, which I like answers built into what we're doing. I'm a big fan of that. You can see right now that number 9 is taking the handoff. It's now going to be number 9 versus the apex backer. It's who can get to the end zone the fastest. And just the angle of it means that the hatch receiver gets there first and punches it in. Okay? What's that backstory once more? This will be relevant in the fourth clip. There's the jet. Nice disguised handoff because they're under center. We've got our fullback, lead blocking. We've got our H-back deep, ready for the toss, ready for the pitch, whatever they choose to do, backside. Okay, you can see that the running back, the QB, has faked the handoff or handed off. He's now booting to run that option backside. Doesn't set it very well, but he's already handed it off. And they're in the end zone. Nice plays, 3 plays back to back that were really different and influential, and something that we can all run regardless of the offense that we run in general. Okay, this is our last clip on this observation series from the first spring league game. You can see they're in the same set that they just scored the TD on. It's a 2-back look with an offset fullback. We call that king and queen, but I've got no idea what they're called it. QB's on the center again. You see that right now it's 4th and 1. They're trying to get into that red zone and score. You can see that H back, that H receiver, is going to pull down on the jet again. Then you got on the backside the fullback and the running back doing the same thing they did on the touchdown pass. And it'll be a case of, do we hand it off or do we keep it? Okay. Down the distance is what we're considering here as well. You can see the only difference on this one is that the Z is tight now. I'm not sure the reason behind that, but it may have been that if we can get on the outside to get that 1 yard, it would be a one-on-one matchup with the safety. Okay, not the best sell of a fake there from the QB and the receiver, but because they're all in that mix there's no doubt these guys here can see that football. He can, but he can't get there in time. So they fake the jet this time. And now you've got a lead blocker in the fullback trying to get this guy. Now running back, whether he's getting a toss or a pitch, get to the outside and try to get that first down. In this instance, it's just a pitch. You can see that they block it up. Not exceptionally well, but it's enough. And it gets the job done. Okay? Watch it through one more time. I love the use of motions, and I love the use of formations to give your offense depth and flexibility. One of my key things. And all these 4 clips, guys, it doesn't matter what level we coach at, we can take them or we can adapt them for our own. And it's something that we can use that will help us regardless. There's that motion from our H receiver. We fake the jet, and then we pitch out to the running back. They did a good job again. North knows the down and distance. Lucky enough to get a block in the back there, but they're going to block in the back there, which is completely ignored as well. And then make that first down. Guys, a quick short one on this one. There's 4 observations that I took from the first spring league game at Mumme in the pro level again. Hopefully something that you've enjoyed taking a look at as much as I did. And hopefully something that you could probably or hopefully use yourself if you feel the need to add a wrinkle for your 2022 season, etc. So I appreciate you jumping on and taking a look with me and taking a watch. Well, for now, guys, I will see you all again soon. So take care.